Here we go. It's time for Scoonie G's Daily Dose Podcast. Come on, y'all. Turn up. Who's with me? Yeah. Come on. Come on. On today's episode, we have Lori Tucker is in the house.
So tell us about what you're doing today. I know you have some charities that you're involved with, and I know you're also a vegan. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, well, charity-wise, I'd like to bring up St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital because I am a mother of a cancer survivor daughter. My daughter was diagnosed with bilateral retinoblastoma at 19 months old, and that's a very rare cancer of the eyes. Extremely rare. And she's 20 now and good, but she does have a prosthetic left eye. And going through that and living at the hospital and actually watching families go broke, lose their house, lose their apartment. Because when you have an infant and a child in a hospital with cancer, you can't leave and go to work.
Yeah.
You can't leave and do anything. You have to be there with them. So there goes part of your income.
Yeah.
And insurance runs out because some of these treatments are 2 years long. So with St. Jude's, I got involved with them because no parent ever has to pay.
I was just going to ask you that. I've seen their commercials.
Yes, and they're one of the top 10 at the top of nonprofits to donate to. So they cover housing, they cover treatment, they cover food, and everything for the parent and the child. And
is that St. Jude's is a nationwide hospital?
It is nationwide, and they share. They're a teaching hospital. They do a lot of research, so they share their information with everybody else. My daughter was treated at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. They share their information, and my friend Patrick Warburton, who I've known since our early 20s, we were at the same agency, and he went on to become Putty and Seinfeld and a million voiceovers, Joe
Nice.
and Family Guy and everything you know him from. He started to work with, I have 6 brothers, and he is literally the only man that would come to the hospital and visit Trinity, and he did it a few times.
Wow.
Because my brothers having kids themselves, it was too upsetting for them.
Wow.
They saw her after and things like that, but it was hard. So I always appreciated that, and good friends with his family, and our kids
Shout out to St.
Patrick
Jude's.
and Patrick. So he started the Warburton, and it's been an amazingly, it's 14 years now, successful fundraiser. It's in Palm Desert, and they have an amazing music night. You guys go out and get tickets for this. You got Alice Cooper headlines, and you probably have 15 Hall of Famers, music Hall of Famers that come up and play. And
I know
sing.
Alice is really big on giving back to charities as well. He's really big on that.
And it's a golf tournament too, and a gala.
Oh yeah, he's big on that too. So how can people, if they wanted to donate, how would they go about doing that?
You can go to the site and donate directly to St. Jude's. If you want to help the Warburton, the money goes directly to St. Jude's. It goes toward that fundraiser, and that is at the Warburton. Warburton.com. It'll pop up, and it'll be a place to donate. If you want to donate items, if you want to donate trips, if you want to donate an item, anything, everything sells. So I help with the silent auction.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and so I get donations.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. That's kind of how you and I met. We were talking about doing a charity event, and I think I reached out to you because I saw that you were a philanthropist, and I said, I have this Kids Rock Studio thing that I'm doing,
which is amazing.
And would you want to be a part of it? And you just immediately, without hesitation, said absolutely, and we've stayed in touch since then the pandemic hit.
I know,
and so we kind of took a little 3-year
and
distant route.
Say thank you to people that do that, such as yourself, because, often it's the people that have gone through the bad stuff, like the parents that we start the fundraising and we fundraise and we do it, and we just got to get everybody else on board, to be passionate about it.
I think one of our, not even one of them, but our main duty on this planet as humans is to give back.
We have to have each other's backs. We have to help each other.
If you focus on giving back, I mean, let me change that. When you're on the airplane and they say, if the plane's going down, take the mask, put it on yourself first, then go save some lives. I'm so into that right now. You can help others, but you have to help yourself first.
Absolutely.
So help yourself, and through the helping of yourself, reach out and help others, because it's really our duty on this planet to do that. Don't be afraid to volunteer.
No.
I just recently found out, I work at Cedars-Sinai as a volunteer music therapist.
Okay.
I've been there for 6 years now. And people always ask me, why do you do it? Why do you do it? Of course, I do it for the patients. And I've seen literal miracles happen from going to a patient, getting at the foot of their bed and playing acoustic guitar on their feet.
That makes me want to cry, because living in the hospital and seeing the volunteers that come, firemen that have their own families at home on Christmas Day, their own kids, will grab some toys and come down and just go into the rooms and hand them out. And it's overwhelming. Your heart bursts.
Overwhelming.
And I will have to tell you, my daughter Trinity would be in such agony. She'd be ready for some morphine. And they'd bring the dogs in from Love on Paws. People would bring their dogs in, volunteer, put the doggies on the bed with the kids, and she wouldn't even need morphine.
Yes, that's the way. So at Cedars, they have what they call it the Pooch program.
Yes.
And so they have the dogs come in. They have another program, teens that go around and just deliver flowers and deliver magazines. It's just the
Every little bit of positive
the human
thing.
experience, and now even the connection with animals.
Yes.
It's so powerful.
So powerful.
And we know music can change the world.
We had a lot of music volunteers come in. It was just as powerful. Wow.
So I found out Cedars was a nonprofit. I had no idea that.
I had no idea.
That Cedars-Sinai was a nonprofit hospital. So shout out to all my folks over there at Cedars-Sinai. Thank you for having. I'm not Scoonie G over at Cedars-Sinai. I have my scrubs that I'm wearing. So I'm just Michael Hunter at Cedars-Sinai. And of course, we're helping patients. But you know what? It helps me.
Yes, it does.
It helps me. It's a joy to give back
Yes.
and to feel that energy from the universe.
Yes.
So
it is. I would recommend volunteering to anybody in any capacity you can. It is so rewarding.
it is.
It really is rewarding.
And you're a vegan.
And I'm a vegan.
You're a vegan.
Yeah.
No wonder you look great.
Thank you. But, I started working in animal rescue.
Okay.
We all love animals.
Yes.
And then I just started to see through that, the bad stuff and, how that piece of chicken gets to your plate or that hamburger gets to your plate. And we're so far from that, and we just don't want to tell ourselves what really goes on. And of course, the health benefits are amazing.
Yes.
But what keeps me vegan is that. Because I think if you're vegan for your health only, we always have those days where I'm going to have a rack of ribs and a slab of cheesecake, and I'll get back on this tomorrow, and take care of myself. But when you think about what happens to the animals, then that keeps you there. So for me, I don't have to be a hypocrite,
Good.
Say I care, and I care about, rights and this right and that right, and then not, on Sundays I'm not going to care about that right,
And the thing that I've been learning over not too long ago, but I've been learning that we are all of our bodies are so different. Mm-hmm. So what may work for you may not work for the next person over there. I actually know someone that their doctor recommended that they eat more red meat because they were diagnosed with a disease where the red meat actually helps their body. So for everybody, it's different. So I'm not saying to follow any one thing, just whatever makes you feel healthy and good.
And for me, like I said, it's not a diet. So people, can go around and around on the health aspects of it, So, but like I said, that's what keeps me vegan. And I mean, all my vegan friends are thriving and looking good.
I would say the same.
I wish, and all my friends and myself always wish we'd done it sooner.
Same here. So I'm not a complete vegan.
Yeah.
I will eat chicken occasionally,
Yeah.
and I will eat fish.
Yeah.
But I haven't had red meat probably for 20-something years. And I remember when I stopped eating red meat, I just felt better.
Yeah.
It wasn't, for me, it wasn't. I mean, now I know about the animals, but
acidic
I just I just felt better. So I stayed with it. And now if I actually do eat some red meat occasionally, it's okay. But it reminds
you feel better
me,
or not.
it reminds me of how I felt when I used to eat it regularly.
Right.
I mean, I'm from an African American family. We were weaned on pork.
Oh my gosh, too, pork chops. You kidding?
So
yeah.
every Sunday it was bacon, and pork chops, and
Definitely.
So
I mean, I don't judge because I've been vegan 9 years.
Okay.
I was not vegan the majority of my life. You know.
Okay.
So I totally get it. It's like when you quit smoking. Finally, you're smoking cigarettes and you go, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die."
Yeah.
I gotta go with this, and something clicks in your head, and with that part of it, it clicks in your head, and you see things and you can't unsee it. And that's
okay.
how that,
So
I'm
getting ready to throw her a curveball right now, just because I kind of warned her and told her I was going to do it. So how's your love life?
That was out of left field.
How's your love life? I mean, they want to know. Guys out there want to know. Guys, don't you want to know what's going on with this woman?
Okay, hi.
Okay.
How's it going? How you doing? No, been divorced for a while now. Was with my ex for a very, very long time. So right now, just dating.
There it is. So how
Just
can those
dating.
guys get in touch with you?
My goodness.
This just turned into a dating show.
Yeah. So
You're on Instagram, I know that.
yes, I am.
That's kind of the
Has
new
that
thing.
just become a dating site? I don't know.
Yeah, just become. It's been thirst trap. You don't have the thirst trap.
Yeah, I don't
though.
have the thirst trap.
You don't have
going
that
on.
problem.
No.
But they can find you just Lori Tucker on Instagram.
Yeah, Tucker_Lori. It's very, very creative name. I wanted MT Vegan, like MTV Vegan.
MT Vegan.
It was taken.
It was taken, yeah.
But yeah, I'll think of something sometime.
Wow. So you got the scoop here on the Scoonie G Daily Dose. Lori Tucker is... let me tell you my side because it's only fair. I'm actually single too.
Okay.
So I was in a long-term relationship as well. And recently, a year, it's been almost to the date. And, in LA, it's really an interesting place to be when you're single because there's a lot of people to meet.
Yes.
But to meet that special person, it's I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard, I think.
It is.
So,
it is. You gotta go through the weeds.
You gotta go through it.
Find a flower.
Yeah, and there's no shortage of beautiful people out there.
Yeah.
But
You want to find the real people.
the real people, and it's a challenge. But hey, we're still alive.
Yeah.
Even though we're in the over 50 club. I tell people this. My kids are raised now.
Yes.
This is my time.
Absolutely.
I'm on my time right now.
Well, I think much like you, I get to go to sleep when I want to.
Go to sleep
I get
when you
to
want.
Wake up when I
Wake
want
up
to.
when you want to.
I get to go.
Go where you want to. Talk to
I
who you
still
want
have
to
a
talk
daughter
to.
living at home and one that comes back and forth. But basically, yeah, it's our time now.
It's our
and
time now.
It's nice to have some self time.
Yes.
And do some things that you want to do. And I was a wife and a mom for many, many years, and I didn't. That's what you do. And I love it.
And I've seen
but
you.
Now
You go
I
out.
can go out and
Yeah,
go to
you go out to
shows
events
and-
Yeah. And so I was going to say, I've seen some of your posts, and you're out at something at the Rainbow, and then some concert. I know the guys are always inviting you to the shows because the guys are smart.
But I have a lot of friends in bands. It's
Friends
true,
in
and you
bands.
got to go support everybody. So I try as much as I can.
What was the last good show you went to? Tell me about that.
Well, I just went to the Dawkins show and the
I
Centrix
saw that. I was at the
play.
Whiskey.
At the Whiskey.
Yeah.
And the Centrix, which is a great girl-fronted band.
What's it called?
It's the Centrix.
Centrix.
They played
Shout
with
out
them.
to Centrix.
Yeah, and 10 Cent Revenge played with them.
Okay.
And there's a band, my favorite band right now is Wings of Steel.
Wings
and
of
it was a
Steel.
Swedish singer, Leo, and Parker Halub is the guitarist, and he lives here in LA. I was looking one day, it was just like the feed. I don't know what was going on or how I ended up finding them, and I think they were in Europe, and I just messaged and I said, "Oh, are you in Germany? Because I used to live there." And he said, "Yeah, singer's from here, but I live in Thousand Oaks." And I'm like, "I live in Thousand Oaks. What are the
Nice.
odds?"
Yeah.
So I got turned on to their music, and it's just very reminiscent of the old Halloween, Iron Maiden, amazing hype, the range of the singer,
Nice.
Parker's guitar playing's insane. And I have a good friend, James Norton, who just came out here from Texas. That is the most amazing shredder in the universe. And
wow.
He's the greatest guy, great attitude. He's also a cancer survivor.
Wow.
Of the same cancer Eddie had.
Oh, wow.
So he's out here, starting to kill it.
Uh-huh.
And great person, and just doing sessions and stuff like that. And
so before we wrap this up, here's a question I always like to ask folks like you. If somebody sees you out at the Rainbow or something like that, would you say you're an approachable type person? Are you more kind of shy in the back, or what? How would somebody approach Lori Tucker?
Have you met me?
Right.
I think I'm very approachable.
I think so too.
And in saying that, it's because people approach me a lot and say, especially if somebody I know will tell somebody, oh, she did this or that. And there's just such a big 80s resurgence.
Yeah, there is a resurgence right now.
Yeah,
of 80s.
music and, all that. And, we live here. We got the Sunset Strip. We got the Rainbow and the whiskey and still, so far, the Viper Room and things like that. And so, people get excited about people that actually lived it. And so I have people come up to me all the time.
She's a rock star. Come on now.
No, I just need to learn how to play an instrument.
I heard you in the background singing over there. You have a great voice. So stand up. Let me give you a hug. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Scoonie G Daily Dose podcast with my friend Lori Tucker here. Lori, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I know you remember my Tall Tribe. I love it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Scoonie G's Daily Dose podcast. Come on, y'all. Turn up. Who's with me? Yeah.